claiming that they the algorithm. Shut up. Did exactly what we told you to do. We told you to get in the booth and you did it. Wrong with you. We the algorithm. We are the thermostat, not the thermometer.
Ayo, stop whatever you're doing right now. Stop scrolling, stop eating, stop breathing for a second. Because what just happened on the internet in the last 24 hours is so wild, so messy, so absolutely unhinged that even the people involved probably can't believe this is real life right now. Y'all, King Harris, T.I.'s son, the young prince of the whole ATL Harris empire, just went on social media and exploded. And we ain't talking no little Instagram comment or a soft subtweet nobody gonna see. We talking full throttle, keyboard smoking, phone probably cracked after he hit post. Level of rage directed at nobody other than 50 Cent and his baby mother. 50 Cent, y'all. Curtis, I will troll your whole bloodline, Jackson. And the reason he snapped? One word. Power. That new Power intro dropped and apparently something in those bars, something in that energy hit King Harris different. Hit him personal. Hit him so deep in his chest that this young man forgot every PR lesson his daddy T.I. ever taught him and just went completely off. But here's the part nobody is talking about yet. And trust me, by the end of this video, your jaw will be on the floor. Stay with me. This goes way deeper than you think. Okay, so let's rewind this whole thing back to where it actually started, because if you just jump to the ending without understanding the full picture, you are going to miss everything that makes this story so absolutely devastating and so completely messy at the same time. So about 2 weeks ago, right, 50 Cent drops this new Power intro. Now for those who don't know, Power has been 50's biggest television achievement. His whole legacy show the thing that literally rebuilt his entire brand after years of beef lawsuits and trolling everybody on Instagram. This show means everything to Curtis Jackson. It is his baby. It is his empire. And when he drops something related to Power, the whole culture pays attention. Now the intro itself was hard. Production was clean. Visuals were cinematic. But buried deep in the lyrics and the energy of that intro, there were some lines, some very specific lines, that people in the streets started dissecting immediately. Lines that felt like they were aimed at somebody in the industry. Lines that had a certain Atlanta flavor to them. Lines that, if you grew up in the game and you know the history between 50 Cent and T.I., you would immediately clock what was being said without 50 ever having to say a single name out loud. And that is exactly what King Harris did. He clocked it. He heard it. And something inside him just snapped. Now King Harris, for those who need a little background, is T.I.'s oldest son. This young man has been growing up in the spotlight his entire life. He has watched his father navigate beef with some of the biggest names in hip-hop. He has seen T.I. go to prison, come back, rebuild his career, survive industry politics, and still stand as one of the most respected OGs in the game. King grew up watching all of that, absorbing all of that. And somewhere along the way, he developed this fierce protective energy over his father's name and his family's legacy that honestly goes hard. See, the thing people forget about King Harris is that he is not just a celebrity kid floating around on Instagram doing nothing. This young man has been vocal. He has been present. He has been out here defending his family publicly on multiple occasions and catching heat for it every single time. So when that Power intro dropped and those lyrics started circulating, King Harris did not call his publicist. He did not text his daddy first. He did not sleep on it. He went straight to social media and let it all out. The post went up at like 2:47 in the morning. And y'all know nothing good ever gets posted at 2:47 in the morning. Nothing. That is angry hours. That is I cannot sleep because am too mad hours. And King came on there with a caption that started with, "Nah, we not doing this." And from that point forward, it was just mayhem. He went after 50 directly, saying, and I am paraphrasing here because the language was colorful, he basically said that 50 has been hiding behind television and social media trolling for years because he does not have the actual courage to address T.I. face to face like a real man. He said 50 has been throwing subliminals at his father's legacy for years and that the family has been patient long enough. He said the new Power intro was the last straw. He called it disrespectful. He called it cowardly. And then he said something that made the entire internet stop scrolling simultaneously. He brought in 50's baby mother. Now this is where it got truly explosive. Because King Harris did not just mention her in passing. He went in. He made specific references to things that had been floating around in gossip circles for months. things that people in their inner circle knew about but nobody had put on blast publicly yet. He referenced drama between 50 and his BM that apparently had some connection back to the Atlanta scene. He suggested that certain people in 50's personal life had been talking to people in T.I.'s circle. He implied that the beef was not just professional and industry-related, but that it had seeped into personal territory in ways that most fans had absolutely no idea about. And the internet lost its entire mind. Within 45 minutes, that post had been screenshotted and reposted on every single platform. Twitter was on fire. Instagram comment sections were going crazy. The blogs picked it up immediately. Say Cheese had it. No Jumper was discussing it. World Star had the screenshots up before most people even woke up that morning. King Harris had single-handedly turned a power intro into the biggest drama of the month, and it was not even sunrise yet. Now here is where it gets even more layered, because of course 50 Cent being 50 Cent was not just going to sit there and take it quietly. You know how 50 operates. This man has been trolling celebrities professionally since before some of these kids were born. He has gone after Rick Ross. He has gone after Ja Rule. He has gone after his own son publicly on Instagram. So when King Harris came for him on social media, 50 did what 50 always does. He responded with maximum petty energy. 50 hopped on his Instagram story and posted a photo of King Harris with a caption that was so cold, so calculated, and so perfectly mean that people were genuinely impressed even while they were clutching their pearls. He basically clowned King for getting emotional over a TV intro. He called him a child who needed to ask his father for permission before speaking on grown man business. He used laughing emojis. He tagged his own Power social media page like he was using the whole situation as free promotion for the show. Classic Curtis Jackson behavior. Absolutely diabolical. No notes. But what 50 did not address, and this is what everybody caught immediately, was the part about his baby mother. He completely dodged it. Skipped right over it like it was not even said. And in the world of social media beefs, when somebody does not address the most explosive accusation in a post, that silence speaks loud. That silence says more than any caption ever could. Fans immediately started pointing it out in the comments. Why did he not address that part? What does that silence mean? And suddenly the conversation shifted entirely from King Harris being emotional to 50 Cent possibly having something he needed to hide. Now T.I. himself. Tip. Grand Hustle. The King of the South. Where was he in all of this? Well, according to sources close to the family, T.I. did not find out about King's post until the next morning. And apparently when he saw it, his reaction was complicated. On one hand, sources say T.I. was genuinely moved by his son's loyalty. That this young man staying up until 3 a.m. unable to sleep because somebody disrespected his father's name, that hit Tip deep. That is the kind of family loyalty that you cannot manufacture. That is real. And any father would feel something powerful seeing that. But on the other hand, T.I. also reportedly made some calls. Because while King's heart was absolutely in the right place, Tip knows better than most people how these public beefs can spiral. He has lived through enough of them to understand that once you put something on the internet, you cannot control where it goes. And some of the things King said, especially the stuff about 50's personal life and his baby mother, those were the kinds of statements that could have real consequences beyond just internet drama. Sources say T.I. called King directly and the conversation was intense. Not angry, not a lecture, but intense. Man to man. Father to son. Tip allegedly told King that he appreciated him more than words could express, but that he needed to understand that the chessboard in this industry is way more complicated than it looks from the outside. He told him some battles you win by staying quiet. Some disrespect you answer not with words but with your actions and your legacy over time. He reminded King that the Harris name has survived things that would have destroyed lesser families and that it would survive this too. King apparently heard his father out. But sources also say he was not completely backing down. He told T.I. that with all due respect, he was tired of watching people take shots at the family and seeing everybody just let it slide for the sake of keeping the peace. He felt that silence was being mistaken for weakness. He said the culture needed to see that the Harris family was not a family you could disrespect without consequences and that somebody had to say it. And that exchange right there, that tension between T.I.'s wisdom and King's fire, that is the real emotional core of this whole story. Because both of them are right. They are just operating from two completely different stages of life and two completely different relationships with this industry. T.I. has been through the fire. He knows what unchecked public beefs cost you. King is young. He is passionate. He loves his family. And he has not yet accumulated the scar tissue that teaches you when to speak and when to let time handle things for you. Meanwhile, on the other side of this whole situation, 50's baby mother was reportedly furious. Not at King Harris. At 50. Because whatever King referenced in that post, whatever those receipts were that he was hinting at, apparently she felt that her personal business being dragged into a rap beef was completely unacceptable and that 50's behavior had created this situation in the first place. Sources say there were heated conversations happening on that side of things too. That 50's household was dealing with its own internal drama as a direct result of his decision to keep poking at T.I. in that power intro. And honestly, that detail right there is what makes this whole thing so fascinating. Because what started as 50 throwing subliminals in a TV intro turned into a full chain reaction. King Harris snapped publicly. 50 trolled back. The baby mother situation got exposed. T.I. and his son had a deep private conversation about legacy and loyalty. 50's household reportedly erupted. And all of this happened within like 72 hours of a television intro dropping. The fans online were absolutely divided throughout all of this. Team King Harris was loud and passionate. People were saying this young man deserved flowers for standing up for his father so fearlessly. They were calling him the real one in the Harris family. They were saying T.I. raised a warrior and the results were on full display. On the other side, some fans, including a lot of 50's loyal base, were saying King crossed a line by bringing personal family business into it. They said there is a difference between defending your father's honor and dragging someone's baby mother into something she had nothing to do with publicly. That line of criticism was valid and it was loud. Other industry figures were watching closely but staying quiet. Nobody wanted to publicly pick a side between 50 Cent and T.I.'s family. Both of these men have long memories and longer reach. The few people who commented did it vaguely, posting fire emojis or prayer hands without actually saying anything that could be used against them later. Classic industry behavior. Everybody wants the tea, but nobody wants the consequences of drinking it publicly. What happened next, though, is something that genuinely surprised even the most seasoned gossip followers. Because about 4 days after the initial explosion, King Harris posted again. And this time the energy was completely different. He did not delete his original post, he left that up. But this new post was calmer, more measured. He wrote about his father, about what it means to watch somebody you love be disrespected repeatedly and to have to decide when to speak and when to trust that their legacy will speak for itself. He talked about growing up in the spotlight, about making mistakes publicly, about learning. He never directly apologized to 50 or his BM, but he also clearly pulled back from escalating further. And that post, the second one, hit people differently, because it showed growth. It showed that the conversation with T.I. had landed somewhere real inside of him. It showed a young man processing something complicated in real time and being honest about it publicly. People who had criticized him for going too far were now saying he handled the follow-up with maturity. People who had praised him for going off in the first place were saying T.I. had softened him too much. But the overall reception was genuinely warm. Because people respect realness. And whatever King Harris is, whether you agree with his approach or not, the boy is real. As of right now, 50 Cent has not made any further public statements about the situation beyond that initial Instagram story. The power marketing machine kept rolling like nothing happened. Whether that is confidence or strategic avoidance, nobody can say for certain. The baby mother situation remains unresolved publicly. No statements, no denials, nothing. And T.I. has stayed completely off social media regarding the whole thing, which, if you know Tip, is actually a very loud statement in itself. The Harris family is still standing. Complicated and human and messy and loyal to each other in the way that only families who have been through real things together can be. King Harris put his whole chest on the line for his father, and even if the execution was imperfect, the love behind it was undeniable. And somewhere in an Atlanta living room or a recording studio, T.I. probably looked at that second post his son made and felt something that no Grammy Award or Platinum Plaque could ever replicate. Because at the end of the day, the music and the beefs and the TV shows and the internet drama, all of that is just noise. What is real is the family. What is real is the loyalty. And what is real is a son who loved.